you know what this video is. I've done some shopping. This is everything that I picked up in the Sephora sale for spring 2025, and boy, did I do some damage this time around. I actually got quite a few things, and I can't wait to show them to you. So grab a cup of tea, a glass of wine, cozy up, and let's chat about some makeup. Okay, where do I start? Let's just dive in. The first thing that I have right here is the Prada mascara. You guys know I love Prada Beauty. If you're new here, I mostly cover luxury and high-end beauty here on this channel, so Prada Beauty is just one of my favorites. And when they came out with their new eyeshadow palettes, I was like, nah, I'm good. I have so many mascaras, I legit don't need another. I was like, I'll just skip on that. Then I heard so many good reviews of this from my subscribers and some of my fellow creators, and I was like, all right, that's gonna be one of the things that I pick up in the sale that's just for me. Like, of course I'll review it for you all, but this is one of the things that I really just wanted for myself and my own enjoyment. This is, what is this called? They call it the Prada Scope Lash Extending Volume Mascara, and take a look at this super duper cool packaging. It's like textured. It's not exactly nylon, like the Prada nylon, but it does have this really cool textured component that is totally gonna get covered in foundation and concealer and whatever else is left on my hands from doing my makeup. So I'm gonna have to be pretty careful about keeping this pristine. But even cooler than the packaging is the brush on this one. Look at this. Take a look at this brush. It has kind of like a little scooped shape, and the bristles are all on one side. And then in addition to that, the bristles are not very long. I was thinking it was gonna be a little bit longer and spikier, but it's not. I actually have this on my lashes today. I just filmed a try on with some of the products in this haul for my YouTube members. If you wanna become a member of my channel, you do get exclusive videos, exclusive live streams, extra perks. We have a members Discord. I'll put the link down below in case you wanna check it out. But I filmed a little try on for my members, just like a fun little get ready with me. And I used this mascara for the first time, and I think it looks really good. It's a really cool brush, but I'll have to let you guys know how this wears. So far, it was very luxurious. Another new product that I decided to pick up is the Givenchy Prism Libre 4-color pressed powder. And I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna be surprised because I'm not much of a powder girly. I don't really powder my face all that much, but I don't know, guys. There was just something about this that really intrigued me. First off, the packaging is really beautiful. You got like the little Givenchy logo there on the button. It comes with a brush, which I'm probably never going to use. I'm too much of a brush snob, but it is really soft. Like, it's pretty nice. It's just not really the kind of shape that I like to use to powder. Take a look at this. I don't know, I was intrigued because it had all 4 colors, but I don't really like the loose powders all that much because they do tend to be quite messy. And this is the shade 02 Satin Blanc. The lightest shade, it just looked way too light for me. I thought it would maybe wash me out a little bit, so I decided to get this one. This one seems to be pretty good. This is a matte finish. It is not shiny at all. They really wanted you to know that it wasn't shiny like the reformulated loose one that they totally messed up on. This is very much matte. Here, I'll just swatch it for you here. It kind of just disappears into the skin. It's very blurring, it's very mattifying. It's a setting powder. I can't say, you know, I've only used this once today. I can't say that this is necessarily color correcting, but I think if you like a really nice, finely milled, loose setting powder, this might be worth checking out. Again, I'm not a powder expert. That's like the one category I can't really fully comment on here on my luxury beauty channel, but I'm trying to learn, guys, and I think that this is gonna be a good one for me as somebody who likes pressed powders. Another product that I initially skipped on but now am finally going to try is the Gucci Glow Highlighter. When did these come out? Maybe like a full year ago. I don't even remember, guys, but I remember when these came out, I was like, that's a pass. Like, I can totally skip on those. And then surprisingly, I don't know, I got so many questions about these. Every time a new highlighter comes out, I get tons of questions. Is it like the Gucci highlighter? Is it like the Gucci highlighter? Like, I've heard so many good things. So I finally caved and decided to get one for myself in the sale. This is one of the products that I'm the most excited about. The packaging is gorgeous, as most Gucci Beauty packaging is. And I decided to get the shade Opal Pink. And as you can see, I've already been playing with it. These are really cool. I had no idea that these had that kind of like squishy, bouncy texture, kind of like the new Rare Beauty blushes. I didn't know Gucci was doing that. If I had known that the formula was that unique, maybe I would have tried these sooner. I should have listened to my subscribers. I was going in between this one, Opal Pink, and Frosted Lilac, and at the end of the day, I decided to go with this one because I just felt like I would use this more often, and I already got a lilac highlighter from the Dior Spring collection. So I was like, how many, lilac highlighters do I need? It's a very trendy shade. Am I still gonna like this months from now? So I just decided to get this one. I'll show you a little swatch. First impressions are that these are amazing. Like, they are so smooth. Take a look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a little bit more of a creamy texture, as you can kind of see from the pan. See how it's a little shiny there? That's because these have a lot more emollient ingredients in them. You can see it's kind of like a cream to powder. That's why it's slightly squishy. So it's gonna have that really, really smooth texture. Quite intense. I have it on my cheeks today. I think it's a beautiful shade. So far, I'm very happy with it. You guys were right. These are bomb. A brand at Sephora that I have not tried before, but I've heard really, really good things about is Kulfi. So many of you guys are telling me, oh, you gotta try the concealer, the eyeliner, the single eyeshadows. I hear a lot of great things about this brand, but I've never tried anything from them. So I decided to get this product, which is on my lips today. This is the Lassie Lips Staining Lip Oil, and this is in the shade Tamarind, which is a beautiful kind of purple toned brown. These are really, really nice. They're basically kind of like a long wear shiny product that also tints the lips. Really, really moisturizing, really nice texture. I will say, while they do tint the lips, I noticed that when I had the swatch on my hand, it did leave behind a tint, but once I like washed my hand really well, it went away. So I don't think it's the kind of lip product that really stains your lips so much where like the next day they are still incredibly stained. That's kind of how the Fenty ones are. Those are heavy duty. This is a little bit more of like a gentle stain. So far, I like this lip product a lot. I know I'm sharing a couple of first impressions here in this video just to let you know what I think initially. I think this is a really cute product, and I do really want to try some other products from Kulfi. Comment down below if you have any recommendations for me. Oh, and by the way, if you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you are new here, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. My name is Sophia, and I upload new videos just like this every single week, all about everyday beauty and accessible luxury style. I film all my videos in natural light with no filters. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button to join our fam. We seriously would love to have you. I also live stream every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So please join us over there for more beauty favorites just like this. Okay, moving along, what next? I also got a refill of one of my favorite hair products. This is, believe it or not, from Sol de Janeiro. I've talked about it before in some of my other recommendation videos. This is the Milky Leave-In Conditioner. Weightlessly hydrates, detangles, and protects from heat and UV. I love this stuff. It's just a really good, solid, exactly what it says, moisturizing, detangling, leave-in conditioner. It smells amazing, just like everything from Sol de Janeiro. And I'm not really like a big fan of like the super sweet, ultra tropical, ultra gourmand fragrances. It's not totally my vibe, although I know they're very popular. Although I'm not a huge fan of those, I do really like it in my hair products because it's a little bit more subtle. Like, you have to kind of get, close to smell my hair, or maybe like a little warm breeze comes through and I can, capture that tropical scent for just a moment. That's what I like. I like my hair to smell good, but I don't want to be like totally encapsulated by the scent. So I appreciate those tropical Sol de Janeiro scents in my hair products. And this just smells so, so good. I love it. So I got a full refill of it. I am almost finished the other one that I had, so I was like, ooh, perfect timing. And actually, speaking of fragrance, I got not one, not two, but 3 fragrances in the Sephora sale this season. I know it's kind of a lot, but I wasn't really sure which ones I wanted. I kind of wanted to test them out a little bit, so we'll see if I end up returning any of these, but these are the 3 that I got. I did do like a quick little spritz so I can kind of give you maybe like a little first impression, but I haven't actually tested these on my skin yet. The first one that I have right here is Replica Never-Ending Summer. My understanding is that this is the newest Replica fragrance for like the spring and summertime. And if you are new here, I love like Mediterranean inspired fragrances. I love bergamot, I love fig leaf, I love citrus. Anything that is like Mediterranean coast, I really like. And this says right here, inspired by the Amalfi Coast, refreshing bright orange is the main note. So I did just smell this, like I said, first impression. It is very orange forward, very orange forward. I'm not getting a ton of complexity with the other notes that is in this. It does smell a little bit soapy to me. It smells a little bit like soap, like a hotel soap to me. So I'm gonna have to test this one out and really see how I feel about it throughout the day. But my first impression is that I don't really care for it all that much. The second one that I picked up is YSL Libre Le Nu, which is pretty much in the same fragrance family. This is supposed to be like citrusy and fruity, at least that's what it says on the Sephora website. It's supposed to be like the lighter summertime version of YSL Libre, which I actually really enjoy. I really like YSL Libre Intense. And I also am not really so sure about this one, guys. Usually I'm really good at picking fragrances, even if I haven't smelled them. And this one, like it says fruity and citrusy, but I'm not getting any of that. Like not really. It kind of just smells like a lighter version of YSL Libre with like a little bit of orange blossom on top. I'm not getting any citrus. I'm not getting any fruit. I'm not getting that much freshness from this. I don't know. It just smells a little bit too much like YSL Libre to me. I still smell that lavender pretty strong that you get from the original. So this one I'm also not so sure about. Again, like a little bit of a fail, I think. The last one that I got, which is the most expensive one, so I decided to get it in a travel size, is Kilian Sun-Kissed Goddess. And this was the one that I was like, I'm not so sure about, but I would really like to see how Kilian does this fragrance, because Kilian is a more expensive brand. There's a lot more complexity to the different scents that they create, but the type of fragrance that this is, I feel like is a little bit more commercial. It's basically supposed to smell tropical, like with coconut and pineapple and citrus. It's supposed to be a very beachy scent. I mean, it's called Sun-Kissed Goddess, so that's kind of what they're going for. Less Mediterranean, which is what I normally like, and more tropical beachy, if that makes sense. When I first sprayed this, I sort of got like a really good sunscreen. You know that sunscreen smell? Does anybody like that very like gourmand, tropical, pina colada sunscreen type of scent? I like it if I'm at the beach, okay? Brings me back to the beach days at the Jersey Shore where I grew up. That's what I get from this when I first spray it. But as I continue to smell it, and I sprayed it on a piece of paper, as I continue to just kind of, you know, smell it and see how it adapted, I got a lot more complexity from it. I can't really put my finger on what that complexity is, but a little bit more like robustness came from it, some more tones beyond just gourmand and tropical and beachy. I'm getting a lot more complexity from this one, and I mean, hey, it's the most expensive one. I'm definitely gonna be trying this out. This is the one that I'm the most excited to try out of the three. And yeah, I am glad I got the travel size because it's just so expensive and it's still gonna take me a really long time to use this up if I end up liking it. Comment down below if you've smelled any of these. Let me know if you like them, if you have any other, you know, alternatives that you would recommend to me. Just knowing what kind of scents I like now, I would love to hear all of your thoughts. Woo, okay, my camera just died, so I took a little bit of a break. We recharged, we readjusted. The lighting might look a little bit different. I'm so sorry, guys. It's also so gloomy out today, but whatever. I've got some more makeup to show you, so the show must go on. What else did I get in the Sephora sale? The rest of the stuff, yeah, I think the rest of the stuff that I have here is from two brands in particular. If you follow me here on my channel, then you will know I like to do a lot of like brand reviews, you know, best and worst of different brands, and I'm always asking you guys, what brands do you want me to feature next? And Hourglass and Westman Atelier came highly requested. I've tested so many products from each of these brands, but there are some gaps, okay? So I wanted to test more of their products so I could just be knowledgeable and be here for you guys and give you the very best recommendations. Anyway, here's what I got first up from Westman Atelier. These I have actually on my eyes right now. These are the eye pods. Westman Atelier do these little like single eyeshadows and they come in trios. They're very expensive, of course, because they're from Westman Atelier. And this one is called Rendezvous. It comes with a light shimmering pink, a beautiful olivey or bottle green, and then a really beautiful cool tone brown. And as I said, that is what I have on my eyes today. Really beautiful, and the formula is actually really nice. I'm not sure if these are worth the high price tag, but anyway, I'll talk about it a little bit more in an official review, but I really like the look that I created. I also have on my face right now the Westman Atelier bronzer. This is in Coupe de Soleil, which is the lightest shade. Guys, the packaging on this, I forgot how nice the packaging of the like Westman Atelier bronzer and highlighter compacts is. Look at this. Ooh, so beautiful. This is like a paperweight. It's very small, like it's not a lot of product, but the packaging is very luxe. And I do like that this formula has a little bit of like a buttery texture. It actually reminds me a lot of the Gucci bronzer. That was my first impression. And this is what I have on my face right now. So yeah, I'll have to keep you updated on how I'm liking that. But first impressions is that it is really nice. I also picked up the foundation stick from Westman Atelier. Once again, look at this packaging. It's got the magnetic closure. So satisfying. Basically similar packaging to the Face Trace contour stick and the cream blushes, but I really like the light pink. I know not everybody likes this, like the new blush duos. A lot of people were saying they don't like the pink packaging, etc. But I think it's nice. I think it's like cute and fresh. And actually, speaking of the cream blushes, I did pick up another one of the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks blushes. This I did not need to get for review purposes. This I just wanted, okay? Because I love these. These are some of my favorite cream blushes. I feel like they're totally worth it. And this shade right here is called Minette. It's like a really pretty, like light coral. This is what I put on my cheeks as well in the Get Ready With Me. And what intrigued me about this one is that it has a shimmery finish, whereas the other ones are more of just like a flat cream finish. So you almost don't really need a highlighter. It just gives a beautiful, you know, slight radiance to the skin. Also, I told you, I got a lot from Westman Atelier. I have the Liquid Super Loaded. It just says Liquid Super Loaded. They're basically like the glowy drops. And I got these in the shade Peau de Soleil. This is what the packaging looks like. I got these because I was curious to see how they would compare up against the liquid bronzer, because this is a bronzy shade, but it's kind of shimmery. So I sort of wanted to compare the two formulas. So I'll let you know how this one compares. Two more things from Westman Atelier. The next one is the Vital Pressed Skincare Powder. And I got this in the shade Pink Bubble. I was really curious to see if this would be nice and brightening underneath my eyes. If I can get this stupid little pouch open. Oh my gosh. Here's the little pouch, okay? And once again, the beautiful component. It's almost like too shiny to look at it on camera because it's so reflective. This is the Pink Bubble shade. I haven't tried this yet, but I've heard that this powder is really good. I mean, like, it feels very finely milled. It's very pale there on my skin. I don't know, I was kind of going between this and then just the, I think it's the second shade, just like the light, more neutral tone shade. So we'll see how this goes. I mostly want to test it underneath my eyes to brighten a little bit and maybe set my concealer, you know, in the summertime, or if I have more of like a dewy base. If this looks a little bit too bright or maybe a little bit like chalky on my face, then I will go back to Sephora and I will check out the second shade. Okay, and then lastly from Westman Atelier, I got the Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm, and I got this in the shade Pipsqueak. Let's do a little swatcheroo. Here is the pouch. Why didn't the blush duos come with a pouch? Why didn't they come with a pouch? I don't think they did, right? Everything else did. Not that I really care about the pouch. I just think that, you know, if you're gonna spend that much, it should come with something. Okay, so here is the packaging. It's very nice. Everything packaging wise has been very nice. It's very weighty. And I'll do a little swatch for you. I decided to go with this kind of like red berry color. There's no scent. Seems nice. Haven't tried it yet, but excited to try it out. And lastly, Hourglass. I told you guys I got a lot of stuff in this sale. Most of the newer releases, I've already purchased them before the sale to review for you all. So it's like, a lot of times there's not anything really left for me to try out as a beauty lover. So being able to stock up on stuff that I want to review for you all is always a huge perk for me when the sale comes around. All right, so first off, I have here the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. I didn't even know this existed. When did this come out? Is this good? Is this getting discontinued? Here's what it looks like. It's a soft glow foundation. I don't even really know what this is supposed to be like, if it's matte, if it's demi matte, but it sounded like it was glowy, and that is definitely up my alley. I got it in shade 3.5. We'll see if that is an actual match. And then believe it or not, I have never tried the Hourglass Vanish foundation stick. This has been around for a long time. I think the only time I've ever tried this is like I went to Sephora years ago when I first heard about Hourglass, and they had like a rep there and they did my makeup in the chair and they used a little bit of this on me. But other than that, I don't really know if I will like it. This was something that I feel like so many people were reviewing back in the day when I started watching a lot of beauty YouTube. Sorry if that was a little out of focus there. I got this in the shade 3. I think this will be a good shade for me. It looks very light on my hand, but I think on my face, this should be good. And then I believe the last couple of things that I have here are all lip products, so I'll do a little swatcheroo for you. This is the Shade and Sculpt lip liner. I've never tried these before, but I'm always looking for a good lip liner. This looks like a really good basic shade. This is Tempt 3. It kind of just looks like Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, maybe a little bit less pink. Ooh, these I've always been curious about. These are the Confession Ultra Slim High Intensity Refillable Lipsticks. And this one is called When I Was. These have a very interesting packaging. Like they're very slim and like pointy. I don't know. They're refillable as well. These are kind of cool. And yeah, I basically picked another boring neutral shade because I wasn't sure if these were going to work out. And I was like, okay, if it's not the best formula, at least it can be a very wearable color. So that is a beautiful peachy nude. And the formula seems nice. I was kind of thinking that these would be matte, but it looks like it's gonna be hydrating. See that little bit of shine there in the lighting? I don't know, these actually had really, really good reviews, but I don't feel like I hear anybody talk about them. So maybe these are the type of product that is really good, but maybe it's just not like hyped and trendy, you know, on the interwebs. And then I got one of the satin lipsticks and one of the matte lipsticks. I think the satin ones I've tried. I think I got a shade in PR, but it was not a shade that I typically wear, so I think I gave it to my mom. Do you want to come out? Do you want to come out, lipstick? Ooh, this video is all over the place today. Come on. Okay, let's watch this one. This shade is called Dove. Maybe I should have switched up these shades a little bit because I got all nudes, but this one is more vibrant. It's a beautiful warm nude, little bit of like a pinky coralness to it. I thought this one would be really nice for spring. And then in the matte formula, I got the shade Sparrow. Ooh, this one looks good. That's a really good matte nude if you're doing, you know, just kind of a more perfect looking makeup, a little bit more glam going in with that at the end, just a more neutral to cool tone matte lip. Ooh, that's gonna be so, so good. Hopefully the formula is good. We will see. I will definitely let you guys know. Oh, and before I forget, there were 3 products that I was not able to get in time for this video. They didn't have like the same day delivery. So these products are on their way to me. The first thing is the Westman Atelier concealer. That was the only Westman Atelier product that they didn't have in stock. I guess they just didn't have my shade. The second thing is the Sarah Creole tinted sunscreen, the sunscreen that has like the little bit of like glowy reflectivity. I have really wanted to try that product. I heard it's so good, and I did order the lighter shade, but they didn't have that in my local Sephora. So that's gonna have to be another product that I test out for you guys in a future video. And then finally, I got another set of the makeup erasers, the ones that are like this big. Actually, hold on, I got one right here. We got Miss Pocahontas. As you can see, she's been very busy today. I love these not only for removing my swatches, but also just for taking off my makeup at the end of the day. And at Sephora right now, they have these adorable Hello Kitty ones, like the Hello Kitty characters or whatever. They have a whole set of them, and I was like, okay, done. I need those because I'm always running out of them, like they're in the wash and whatnot, so it's always good to have more. I've had these for a while, and they, like, I've washed them so many times, guys, and they just last. So they're pretty eco-friendly as well, I guess you could say. Anyway, I got those two. That is everything that I got in the Sephora sale. I hope you enjoyed this very poorly lit, all over the place, chatty little haul. I love watching these videos, so I hope you liked it too. Comment down below and let me know, what did you think of the products that I picked up in the sale this time around? Did you get anything in the Sephora sale? If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe, or better yet, go watch another video. Up next, we have my full guide of Sephora sale recommendations. I'll see you there.